From a Japanese thread, check out these reactions to the news about the new factory boosting production by 35%, but maybe shifting focus overseas, plus plans to triple plastic model stores in China. Gundam's dropping new indie movies in the US and China while tripling the plastic model shops.
Is the new factory's output going overseas too?
So they have no plans to supply Japan.
I didn't think the new factory was for Japan. It clearly seems aimed at overseas.
With the yen so weak, they're really pushing to export and cash in abroad.
Hey everyone, it's the Gunpla stocking team at Compass. Let's get to stocking right away.
Once the new factory is up and running, they'll start fixing up the old one. But a big boost in production is still a ways off.
Bandai doesn't gain anything from cutting down resales.
Over time, complaints about store issues might go down.
Soon, Japanese text will vanish from packages and manuals. Anime will likely have English audio with Japanese subtitles here.
That's great for you, but the shortages are still going to happen.
So, the new factory is mostly for overseas markets.
For Bandai, the chaos in Japan's market probably isn't a big deal.
I bet the new factory was actually in the works before COVID hit.
They can't even supply domestic Gunpla properly, but they only care about overseas. That's just asking for complaints.
Honestly, Gunpla prices in Korea are just a bit higher than in Japan. So if you're after rare kits, you might as well buy them in Korea.
When I visited Korea at the end of the year, they only had Black Knight squads Shiva and Rudra.
But prices are higher overseas.
Retail prices are pretty much US on China, Korea.
In Korea, you can usually find MG Providence and Aegis at the Gunpla base, and MG Providence is just 60,000 won.
Wow, I'm so envious.
Wait, so Gunpla's sales outside Japan are like 50%? That's wild.
That's so strange.
They're focusing on international markets instead of the declining Japanese market.
So domestic sales are the same, but you can't get them in Japan?
That's unusual for a Japanese product.
International market, resellers.
They're exporting just fine, you know?
Some folks just think all resellers overseas are Chinese, even though you can buy stuff normally abroad.
In Chinese stores, you can find kits that clearly come from Japan. Official exports are usually about twice the price and well stocked.
Are Psycho Gundam and Vidar being shipped internationally too?
Some are tough to find, but you can usually buy them.
So that's the official announcement, huh?
Come on, Bandai, we're counting on you.
Looks like even if they build the new factory, most of the production will go overseas.
There's a lot of extra supply overseas, so are they missing the mark on supply and demand?
Foreigners have money and buy normally, but Japan limits shipments to create shortages and hype sales. What's the problem with that?
It's just great marketing.
After the Lunar New Year, Gundam base was pretty much deserted.
Do you think Zak or Bigra will run out? That's the idea.
They definitely will.
If they tighten the rules on secondhand goods and tax flea market sales, resellers would pretty much vanish.
Just don't get rid of flea markets, okay?
I'm not saying we should ditch them.
Resellers aren't the issue here.
Even Gunpla YouTubers who used to build and customize are now just posting new kit brag videos. The hype is at its peak.
It's going great, which is awesome.
Looks like the domestic market is only around 20%.
I can't stand Amazon sellers marking up a 2,000 yen kit to 9,000 yen and calling it a 10% off deal.
Why are Jim and Green Zaku so hard to find? Seriously.
Reselling will keep happening as long as resale sites like Mercari, Amazon, Rakuten, and Yahoo Auctions don't step in.
Paying those platforms to stop reselling is just too expensive and unrealistic. I doubt the government will change the laws on it.
They can't even manage rice trading.
People are saying rice prices are high, not just because of resellers, but also to cover losses from Norinchukin Bank. So things are looking pretty grim.
I just don't get how people buy food at flea markets. You never know how it's been handled. Rice reselling was just some company randomly stacking it up in a corner of the factory.
Resellers don't know good rice. They just buy the old stuff and make it easy for farmers to take advantage of them.
Bugs in the rice? No way.
I'm nervous about buying anything from individuals, even if it's not food, unless it's clearly used. Some resellers still do separate sales to make it look like they're selling full boxes.
I doubt there will be full regulations, just probably masks, essentials, and emergency stuff. You can't really expect that from the current government.
Bandai only cares about the big spenders, not the poor otaku who can't buy much.
It's a royal hustle. Even small machines that used to sit unsold are flying off the shelves now.
Hey, those saying buy overseas, have you thought about how the weak yen also hikes up travel costs?
Maybe they think buying stuff overseas and reselling it in Japan will cover their costs? I heard you can take a ferry to Korea for a day trip.
So the production volume per mold stays the same, they just mix up the types shipped. Nothing changes here unless reselling stops. Last week in Akiba, I saw a bunch of people lugging around huge boxes while still looking for stuff.
Even if stores stagger release times and take precautions, they can't refuse to sell to someone who just shows up.
I hope they drop some obscure G Gundam kits soon. Like Mermaid Gundam and the Ashtaron, there aren't many underwater-themed kits, you know?
I wonder what would happen if Trump said, tariffs will be imposed if plastic models aren't made in North America.
When traveling in Japan, people love to buy Gunpla, which is why Gunpla purchase tours are super popular. Tours even include Gundam base events in rural areas.
In the US, they have their own oil fields and only import a bit. If they move their headquarters here or go international, they could tap into a market that's 3 times bigger.
How about a factory just for W Gundam Gunpla?
They might go after Japanese otaku stuff, but local production just isn't happening.
If it's not backed by the government, it's just a business decision, so consumers can't really complain. I really hope they don't cut back on domestic shipments or push more overseas-only Gunpla.
The market size is different, so it just won't grow in Japan. With the population and economy stuck, it's better for companies to look abroad for growth.
Japan versus the rest of the world. Even if overseas has 50%, tripling the number of plastic model stores is still a small amount.
China makes up 30% of that 50%. Even if more stores pop up, the buyer base needs to grow among the middle class or higher, but poverty is rising, leaving only the rich doing well.
Just get boundary breakers, there's nothing else to do.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.